Hey guys, it's Untitled Chapter, and I'm going to be reviewing Major League Baseball 2K11 for the PS3. Baseball. America's pastime. America's legacy. Unfortunately, 2K has once again released another subpar average baseball game. Honestly, I just don't understand how MLB 2K11 is one of the only 2K sports games that is not better than its competition. MLB The Show is leaps and miles above 2K11, and it is still just an average baseball game. The changes in MLB 2K11 are so minimal that they're not even worth expressing in the review. Honestly, if I put the two games side by side, it would be hard to tell which one was the newer game. The graphics look similar aside from the stadiums being a bit better in terms of the way they look, but overall it feels and looks pretty much the same as last year's MLB 2K10. To express my point even further, here's a clip from last year's game.
You're out. And he strikes out David DeJesus. Great pitch to throws him. Only 5 pitches to get out of that inning. And the Red Sox getting ready.
The unoriginality is so staggering that they even have some of the same trophies and achievements and the same names for the trophies and achievements as last year. Overall, the gameplay is okay, but it's the same gameplay. Major League Baseball 2K11 is not a bad looking game, but it's certainly not the best looking game, and it certainly just looks almost exactly identical to last year's. Aside from minimal changes like a little bit better shadow effects, I really can't compliment the game on much in terms of presentation. Well, the UI menus have just gotten a lot better. I'll say that. The UI is a lot easier to navigate, especially for my player mode. So I'll give them props on that. However, the performance is horrendous. I don't know if it's just the PlayStation 3 version, but seriously, there is a huge input lag when I switch to standard definition. In high definition, I have no issues, but there is a major input lag, making this review difficult to record since I do record in standard definition. So I had to put up with the really bad textures, the jaggies, and the horrible input in order to record this review. So that's why it looks pretty bad in the gameplay aspect here. I don't know what it is. I've also had several glitches where I would hit a run and my runner wouldn't stop running and I would get an out. Oops. I don't know. Even though, I wasn't moving the analog stick, my runner continued to run. I don't know. Simple little problems like that, the majority of which could be taken out with the patch, so I'm not going to knock off too much for that. Overall, MLB 2K11 is not a bad game. I'm not trying to say it's a bad game. It is certainly a solid baseball game. And if you own anything besides a PS3, it is perfectly understandable why you would buy it. But it's the same game as last year. Seriously, I'm just disappointed. 2K takes so much stride and effort in all its other franchises, especially NBA. It's just so surprising how much lack of effort was put into 2K11. It literally is almost the identical same game. A few extra improvements have been added here and there, but they're really nothing to brag about at all. It is the exact same game. Overall, if you need a baseball game, it certainly isn't a bad one to pick up. But if you own a PS3, there is a far superior alternative. And that's why MLB 2K11 gets a 6 out of 10.